Soil is fundamental to all life on Earth. It filters our water and grows our crops. 95% of the food we eat is grown in the fertile topsoil that is fast being degraded by human activity. Governments should invest in healthy, living soils by channeling agriculture subsidies towards sustainable farming methods. If done right, agriculture can conserve the diversity of species found in soil, helping halt land degradation and desertification. This in turn helps countries ensure future food security and to mitigate climate change. In this video, we are going to discuss how to save soil for better crops and a healthier us and the next generation. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Soil is as vital as air and water and should be given the same degree of protection. Global climate change continues to impact our ecosystems and communities. Lakes, rivers, and reservoirs are shrinking. Sea surface temperatures are rising and forests are ablaze. At the turn of this new decade, the planet continues to face a surge of local, national, and global environmental challenges, a climate emergency that is acknowledged by millions of citizens around the world. On their climate campaign marches, unprecedented numbers of demonstrators and activists have crowded around the gates of government buildings, calling for swift, meaningful action. Few of them realize that part of the solution lies underneath their feet. The Royal Commission on Environmental Pollution warns that soil should not be taken for granted in a world where food shortages and rising populations are putting greater demands on agriculture. Some 10% of the world's soil has already been lost this century through deforestation, erosion, urban development, and other abuses of the land, says John Hofton, who heads the commission. The report warns that Britain needs to change its attitude now if it is to avoid destroying its soil. Within the next few decades, Britain might find it has to grow all of its own food. Once it's gone, we can't get it back, says Hofton. As a landowner or farm operator, you face many decisions when managing your natural resources. When it comes to improving soil health, consider installing the appropriate conservation practices listed in the handout to make the most direct impact. The following basic principles will help improve the health of your soil. Keep the soil covered. Minimally disturb the soil. Keep a living cover throughout the year to feed the soil. Diversify as much as possible using crop rotations and cover crops, and incorporate livestock into your system. In an agricultural context, soil health most often refers to the ability of the soil to sustain agricultural productivity and protect environmental resources. Healthy soil provides many functions that support plant growth, including nutrient cycling, biological control of plant pests, and regulation of water and air supply. These functions are influenced by the interrelated physical, chemical, and biological properties of soil, many of which are sensitive to soil management practices. An integrated soil fertility management aims to maximizing the efficiency of the ergonomic use of nutrients and improving crop productivity. This can be achieved through the use of grain legumes, which enhance soil fertility throughout biological nitrogen fixation, and the application of chemical fertilizers, whether grown as pulses for grain, as green manure or pastures, or as the tree components of agroforestry systems. A key value of leguminous crops lies in their ability to fix atmospheric nitrogen, which helps reduce the use of commercial nitrogen fertilizer and enhances soil fertility. Nitrogen-fixing legumes are the basis for sustainable farming systems that incorporate integrated nutrient management. The use of nitrogen-15 lends an understanding of the dynamics and interactions between various pools and agricultural systems, including nitrogen fixation by legumes and utilization of soil and fertilizer nitrogen by crops, both in the sole and mixed cropping systems. Soil fertility can be further improved by incorporating cover crops that add organic matter to the soil, which leads to improved soil structure and promotes a healthy, fertile soil. By using green manure or growing legumes to fix nitrogen from the air through the process of biological nitrogen fixation, by microdose fertilizer applications to replenish losses through plant uptake and other processes, and by minimizing losses through leaching below the crop rooting zone by improved water and nutrient application. Soil is home to a complex assemblage of organisms that interact to significantly impact both above-ground and below-ground processes. The soil food web is the community of organisms living all or part of their lives in the soil. Soil-dwelling organisms play key roles in soil function, providing the foundation for such critical processes as soil structure development, decomposition and nutrient cycling, bioremediation, and promotion of plant health and diversity. Soil organic matter is the base resource that supplies energy and nutrients used by plants and other organisms. Soil organic matter includes all the organic substances in or on the soil, including plant and animal-derived material. In various stages of decay, larger organisms, for example small arthropods, some barely visible on the unaided eye, help mediate the decomposition of plant and other organic residues. Some common insects and related organisms that play an active role in decomposition in agricultural systems are millipedes, springtails, mites, fly larvae, and burying beetles. In addition to helping break down organic matter, decomposers are often eaten by other arthropods, like spiders, and can contribute to supporting populations of beneficial predatory arthropods. So why is it that most of us take the earth beneath our feet for granted? We might imagine soil as endless and indestructible. It is neither. Only about 7.5% of Earth's surface provides the soil we rely on for agriculture, and it is remarkably fragile. Topsoil is used to grow 95% of our food, and it is disappearing 10 times faster than it is being replaced. America's Corn Belt has already lost much of its topsoil, threatening livelihoods and communities as well as food supply. The reality is that it takes thousands of years to create an inch of fertile topsoil. It can be destroyed in minutes. Healthy soil is a dynamic living ecosystem, a complex combination of minerals and organic matter containing air, water, and life. Worms are not alone in the ground. Just a gram of dirt can contain as many as 50,000 species, all interacting with each other to keep their soil habitat healthy and productive. The activity of these organisms, the type of rock particles, the volume of organic matter, and the proportion of air and water all combine to create hundreds of different types of soil. These range from loose sandy soils to waterlogged peats to the beautifully balanced loam that is so well suited to agriculture. But human activity is destroying the balance, and 1/3 of the world's soil is already degraded. Soil degradation, where soil loses the physical, chemical, or biological qualities that support life, is a natural process, but it is being accelerated by human activity. Pollution kills microbial life in the soil. Deforestation and development disturb soil structure, making it vulnerable to erosion. Soil compaction associated with farming and urbanization squeezes the air out of the ground and prevents it from absorbing water. Meanwhile, climate change continues to dry the ground. 3/4 of Spain is at risk of becoming desert. But perhaps the biggest threat to soil is intensive farming. The need to feed a growing population and drive greater efficiency has sacrificed natural balances for increased yields. Monoculture farming, where one crop is grown repeatedly on the same ground, drains the soil of specific nutrients and allows pests, pathogens, and diseases to thrive. The pesticides and fertilizers used to counter these problems come with significant drawbacks. Excessive use of pesticides reduces vital biodiversity. The addition of nitrogen fertilizer speeds up the breakdown of organic matter, starving the soil's microbial populations. Without soil, we cannot survive. Healthy soil is the root source of a livelihood that sustains farmers and communities all around the world. Good soil produces good crops that deliver a good income that enables families to flourish. But it's more than this. Soil filters the water we drink, grows the food we eat, and captures the carbon dioxide that causes climate change. Soil is the largest carbon sink after the ocean and holds more carbon than all terrestrial plant life on the planet. But when we damage the soil, water systems become disrupted, food production declines, and carbon is released into the atmosphere. Any one of these essential soil functions could be reason enough to preserve our soil. Taken together, they are a compelling argument for urgent action. Soil is struggling for survival, but there is still time to rebuild our soils as healthy, productive, sustainable ecosystems. As the world learns to work together to preserve our oceans, our forests, and our biodiversity, we now need to look to the ground. The humble earthworm can only do so so much. It's time for individuals, communities, companies, and countries to help save our soils. Healthy soils are much more than natural resource for farmers. They are a public good that is essential for a sustainable future. Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon with another video. Please click on the next video clip to watch for more health info. Thank you very much.